meantime, as concerns over artificial intelligence continue to grow by the day, some parents now more worried about their kids' access to AI. And it comes after a leaked Meta internal document reviewed by Reuters, which detailed policies on chatbot behavior, allowing the bots to engage in, quote, romantic conversations with children. Also, confirmation that chatbots can generate false information, including false medical information, as well as pushing racist remarks. These AI chatbots appear on all Meta platforms, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram, with Instagram being used by 60% of teens in America. So joining me now, CEO of the Alliance for Secure AI and Steinhauser Strategies partner, Brendan Steinhauser. Brendan, thank you so much for your time today. Certainly some arguably disturbing information in this leaked document. What concerns you the most?
Yeah, first, it's good to be with you, Nichole. I think as a parent of 5 children and young children at that, I'm really concerned by the total, not just lack of responsibility of these big tech companies, but it seems like willful actions that are putting children in harm. These companies are allowing children as young as 8 years old to be chatting with these, fake personalities, these chatbots, and having sexual and romantic conversations with them. It's outrageous, it's reprehensible, it's sick, and rightfully members of Congress are already calling for a congressional investigation of Meta that allowed this policy to be in place. And so I'm just really concerned as a parent, first and foremost, and then as an advocate for child safety and for secure AI. I think I'm just, very shocked and very upset by this today.
Yeah, so this document states that the content standards do not necessarily reflect, quote, ideal or even preferable generative AI outputs. So my question for you, should they, or is that kind of idealistic thinking and not reality?
I think the companies have control over their technology. They can set these limits, and they should absolutely set age limits on the type of conversations that these chatbots can engage with children. And so whether that's 18 years old or 17 years old or some other number, certainly 8 is far too young to be having those kinds of conversations. So the companies have it within their power to do this. But I really think the reason that they've had this policy in place is because they want to get young children hooked to their technology, just like any other social media app, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or other apps. They're going younger and younger to get children hooked, and not just in a kind of a social or psychological way, but in a biological way. They're using neuroscience to figure out how to get our children hooked to these apps. And, as dangerous as Facebook or Meta can be for a child whose brain is still developing, chatbots like this that interact with them and provide the kind of content that they can provide are even more dangerous to our children. So I think this is an alarm bell for all parents and frankly for all Americans to say we have to put an end to this right away.
Yeah, because think about how malleable, children's brains are. All right, so right now the standards say it would be acceptable to respond to the prompt, kids fighting, with an image of a boy punching a girl in the face. But these same standards declare that a realistic sample image of one small girl impaling another is off limits. So a Meta spokesperson says the company is in the process of revising the document. Do you think that automatically equates to the standards being revised as well?
Probably not. I think that they're going to do the least amount of safeguards as possible as they can kind of get away with. I think we wouldn't even know about these standards. We wouldn't know about these policies without somebody kind of doing a patriotic service for all of us by getting this information out there. But I think that they have a PR crisis on their hands right now. They're going to take the measures that they are willing to do at the margins. But I think to really solve these problems, these bigger problems, we need a change in behavior by big tech. We need scrutiny and public accountability on them. And I'm glad to see senators, a bipartisan group of senators like Josh Hawley from Missouri and Senator Brian Schatz from Hawaii, a Republican and a Democrat, come together and say, if these big tech companies are not going to hold themselves accountable, then Congress is going to. And so I'm glad that we saw that happen yesterday where they called for that investigation.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.